Hello, my friends, in our weekly What's Up in Makeup chat. Those 169 of you that either got notification or remembered, thank you for being here. We did not have What's Up in Makeup, the news show today, because I gave my team off because I was supposed to be in Florida this weekend and did not go for obvious reasons. So hopefully, if you didn't watch this live because you either didn't get notification or because you forgot or whatever, hopefully you're able to watch it on the replay because this is going to be an interesting chat. Okay, so Jeffree Star, of course, we talk about Jeffree Star occasionally because he is, he's very popular here in our beauty community. And we talk about things that are happening with people that are popular because it's interesting and because, I don't know. Because it's interesting. And I like talking about current events. And there's only so much current event we can talk about here or that we even probably want to talk about here. So Jeffree decided that he was going to give away a bunch of free money yesterday, which was pretty amazing of him to do. But there were some flaws in his plan that he didn't count on. And we're going to talk about the flaws in his plan that he didn't count on and other things related to that. And then we're just going to pop topics from there because everybody's kind of in their own little bubbles. There really isn't a whole lot to talk about, not a lot of makeup launches. We can kind of talk a little bit about how we think this is, the shutdowns of everything is going to affect the makeup industry. There's supposed to be products being produced right now. Are they being produced? Or is this going to slow things down? We can talk about that a bit as well. But before we get into that, let's say hello to the people that are here live in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. People that are here live. Danny is here. Audra at home is here. Good morning to you. Go check out Audra at home. She has a great YouTube channel. Naya Doris Ramos is here. Good morning to you. Timing is not wrong that I know. Oh, you know what? I had it 5 minutes early by accident when you commented that. Yaya is here. Teresa M.O. Coffee is ready. Comfy blanket fur babies and live chat. Let's do this. And I hope everyone is doing well. I do hope everyone is doing well. It's nice to hang out with you. Megan is here. Good morning from Megan and Michelle. Good morning to Natalie and Dewa, and good to see you. I'm never on time for this. Super excited. Got my tea and my baby playing next to me. Best way to spend my birthday. Happy birthday to you. And good morning to Jennifer and Arena and Jackie and Emily and Latina and Julio down by the schoolyard. So good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. So let's talk a little bit about this. First, let's talk about what happened, and then we'll kind of give some opinions. So, of course, any kind of philanthropy during this time is amazing. There are a lot of people in a lot of need, a lot of people that are not working. I was thinking to myself, when I was in college, I was waiting tables and I was going to school full time. And I can't imagine how difficult this time is for people that are working paycheck to paycheck, people that aren't able to go to their jobs, that are not getting paid, people on hourly wage, people that are in the tipped industry, all of that. This is catastrophic for so many people. And anytime anybody with excess wealth gives, I think it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. And I applaud Jeffree for having the thought to do that because there are a lot of people with excess wealth just hanging out that aren't giving to people who are in need and who need formula to feed their babies and, don't know where their next meal is going to come from, that aren't used to that. And it's a crazy, crazy time. So I applaud Jeffree for even considering doing this. So keep that in mind as we talk through this chat. Is I think that it's wonderful that he's done this because we're going to talk about some other sides of it. Okay, but I think that it's fantastic. So let's go ahead and go over and let's just go through the timeline of what's happened. So this was tweeted out yesterday at 3:12 p.m. I really want to help more people in need today. Drop your cash out below with the hashtag Jeffree Star approved. I'm going to help as many people as I can until I hit the limit. And then he starts giving money away. So he doesn't, I'm trying to look and see if he says in any of these a specific, okay, $250 to this person. He's giving out money. He's giving out money. And this goes on and on for a little while on his Twitter. You can go over to his Twitter and see him helping a bunch of people. And then it says, "Hi, Cash App. I'd love it if you could verify my account so I can raise the daily limit of money I can send. Just hit the limit after sending to 20 plus people. Thank you so much, Jeffree Star approved." So I was wondering what the Cash App limit was. So I looked it up. This was just a quick Google search. Here we go. It does say December 31st, 2019. The Cash App limit for unverified accounts is $250 in a 7-day period. So he said he sent $250 to that one woman, but he had sent a bunch to other people. So maybe Cash App was having trouble keeping up because he was sending them so quickly. And then he has a conversation with Cash App, and there you go. He's verified and he sends someone else money. And then, "Love you guys so much. I've reached my daily limit of money," which he never discloses exactly how much he decided to send. So we don't know. It says, "I can send it, but I've reached my daily limit of money I can send, but I will be doing this a lot during these dark and crazy times. Tomorrow I'll be doing something even bigger." So that's today. Today is the tomorrow he's talking about. Okay. All right. So I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing, just giving out money to people. I think that's fantastic. And then I was just looking for something to watch last night because after the 21 Days of Beauty video, I needed just a night to not research anything. I was like, I need to sit and I need to play, my dragon game, whatever that dragon game is. I've been obsessed with on my phone and just spending way too much time. What's it called? Merge Dragons. Do you guys play that? It's a stupid game. Don't do it. It's dumb, but I can't stop playing it. It's stupid. So what I do is I play my Merge Dragons and then I put something on in the background that I can just listen to. So I found this video by Drama Investigator and I did not capture what she had in her video, but I'll give you a quick summary. So I think it was Jeffree's Snapchat where he was saying that people were, that he found out didn't even like him. People that had slammed him in the past, people that had said really negative things about him being an awful person in the past were asking him for money. Which I'm not surprised that people would do that. I mean, when someone says they're giving out free money, of course, there's going to be people that say, that are going to try to get that money. They don't care about him. They're just going to try. So it's kind of cruddy. It's definitely not going to be all his fans going after his money. It's going to be anybody. It's like I remember when my kids were little. And we went to Chuck E. Cheese. And you know how they have Chuck E. Cheese comes out in his little Chuck E. Cheese costume, his little mouse costume. And he comes out and then all of a sudden he just starts throwing tickets. Yeah, I think it was the tickets. Just starts throwing tickets everywhere. And the kids, oh my gosh, always gave me so much anxiety, especially when my kids were little, when they were like 2 and 3. And all the kids just swarm to get these tickets. And they're pushing each other, trying to get these tickets because they trade the tickets in for prizes later. And they're just, they're like pushing each other, trying to get these tickets. It's human nature to just, from children all the way to adults, everybody scrambles to get what they need, especially in a time like this where there's so many people in genuine need of resources. Of course, there are people that aren't in genuine need of resources that are probably just looking for free money. And I think that's something that he didn't take into account, is that there's going to be cruddy people that, that are going to go after his money. It sucks. And when you do something like this, you can't expect it. Yeah, it has to be just to whoever. Like you can't have, unless you're going to have some kind of specific screening kind of thing happening. There's no way. You just can't. You can't. People are cruddy, man. People are cruddy, and there are a lot of people that don't like Jeffree Star. Are they going to try not to get his money? No, a lot of people are going to try anyway. So that's something he didn't take into account. And that I have Drama Investigator's video linked down below if you want to watch it. That's where I saw the Snapchat. I did look at his Instagram. If you look at his Instagram right now, there's an Instagram story where he talks about it a bit. I don't think I'm going to play it for you. I did watch it right before chat. I don't think it really adds a whole lot to the conversation. It just basically kind of takes you through what I just took you through. And he talks about how he tipped his Uber driver $1,000 for coming in and risking his life, risking his health and his life to come and bring him food. And then he talks about how he's giving away all this money or whatever. And in the video from Drama Investigator, he talks about how, he gives a lot, but he doesn't always say when he gives. So this is the thing. We don't know what Jeffree's intentions are. We will never know what Jeffree's intentions are. Only Jeffree knows his own intentions. He's the only one. Okay? He's the only one. I'm just saying that. But I'm saying as a fact, whether it was intended or not, there is a benefit to Jeffree in doing this. And we can't deny that. Jeffree has a surplus of wealth. Okay? We know he can drop $10,000 in a bag and he doesn't even feel it. So spending $1,000 in one day, just giving people money on Cash App, he's not gonna feel it. It's like if we dropped $1. Excuse me, we got a lot of pollen in the air. I promise you I'm good. So it's literally like if we dropped $1, him dropping $1,000 is what it seems like it probably would be. I can't say 100%, but So you got to think about that. Number one, it'll help him to feel good, like he's doing something positive in the world, which is why a lot of us do nice things for people. It makes us feel good as well. The hashtag is hashtag Jeffree Star approved, which is his tagline, promoting his brand, hashtag Jeffree Star approved. It's also easy for people to remember, because it is his brand. It was trending on Twitter, at least on my end yesterday. I don't know if it's just because I follow a lot of beauty people or not. I don't really get how Twitter trending works, whether it trends for everybody or it just trends for me because of the people I follow. I don't know. Jeffree Star approved is pushed further out into the masses, media-wise. And he gets to look like a good guy. He gets to look like he's the hero, saving people, hunting things, the family business. Stop. Supernatural, out of your head. This is not what that's about. Do you ever do that? Like go off in a tangent in your head that's completely irrelevant to what you're talking about? So anyway, we have to admit that whether it was his motivation or not, he does benefit from this kind of thing. Because what's going to happen now is the more he does this and whatever he chooses to do today, it's going to get picked up by news outlets. That is going to be put out to even more people. And it's great promotion for him and his brand. So again, whether it was his motivation or not, maybe he's just completely good-hearted and he's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart. Totally a possibility. Totally a possibility. But we can't deny that this is good for him as well. I'm just saying. So, not saying anything nefarious is going on. I'm just saying you can't deny that. All right, let's go over to the community and see what the community is saying. All right. Okay, sincerely LGS says, I think it's great that JS and was Jackie Ina doing it as well or doing this? Let's be happy and not look for the underlining. He doesn't need this to promote. He's going to sell anyway. That's true. That's true. Totally agree. But I think that it's do we need to talk about that there may be something else, some other benefit to him? No, but I think it's interesting. And I think we need a lot of positive right now. I think we need a lot of positive in our lives right now. We need to see things like this happening, people giving, people taking care of other people. I think that it's wonderful, but there's other sides to it is all I'm trying to say. I'm just bringing up another side. If you don't want to think about that and you want to push it to the side and you don't want to think about there might be something else going on, that's up to you. Totally. Feel free to block it out, but that doesn't make it go away. So Francie says, I say, God bless him. Jeffree is a good guy. Miss Naughty Knits, I don't think he can consider it a tax write-off. He has no way to prove it's charitable. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, Sally says, why isn't Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Mike Bloomberg, et cetera, helping out the poor? We don't know that they're not. We don't know. Kristen says, I feel like it doesn't matter if you like Jeffree Star or not. Helping people in need is always a good thing. 100%. No matter what his reasoning is, he's really helping people. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. And like I said in the very beginning, there are a lot of people with excess wealth in this country that are not doing what Jeffree's doing. They're not choosing to do that. And I think that says a lot about, that he realizes that there's need. He realizes there are people that are struggling. And I don't think that everybody necessarily realizes that, or has conceptually thought of that there are people that are like really struggling. And I'm sure some people right now that are watching this are really struggling. Like no joke. So absolutely. Makeup or breakup blog. No one is forcing him to give money. 100%. Aaron says, people that have that much money always benefit and look good from doing this kind of thing. You can't deny that it's good for PR for Jeffree Star. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying this. Okay. Because I know all the Jeffrees say, why can't you say anything positive about you? I did say tons of things positive. This is the thing. This live stream, there are people that are only going to hear that I'm saying something negative. Not really listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying a lot positive. Okay. I'm just saying that there is, in fact, a benefit to Jeffree for doing this. Who knows whether he thought of that before he did this? He could be doing this 100% out of the kindness of his heart with no ulterior motives. I'm saying we don't know. Nobody knows. Unless you're Jeffree. The only one. So, yeah, Bridget says he realizes there is need because at one point he was somewhere in dire straits. Absolutely. 100%. Yep. Sammy says he knows what it's like to struggle. And I think that's why he's someone that's stepping out that's doing this, because he realizes that there's actual like need. And the thing is it doesn't, like, compared to what he has, it doesn't take a lot of him giving in order for other people to make a huge difference. Like, I have always had this pipe dream of a concept, and I don't know whether it could actually ever happen. And I'm sure there's plenty of holes in my plan, but this is my pipe dream of a concept. So the idea is it's a voluntary redistribution of wealth. So what you do is you have people that are living below the poverty line. You have to prove it in some way. You're living below the poverty line and you apply for this program. And then you have people that have excess of wealth. Okay. And you can donate. People with excess of wealth can donate whatever they want, but there's a maximum of $1,000 per person that can be given. Because you know what happens when people win the lottery? They end up blowing it on stupid stuff and it doesn't ever end up helping anybody. So you give like maximum of $1,000 per person. So let's say I donate, $10,000. I can give $1,000 to 10 people. I can give $500 to 20 people. It's whatever. And it's just random. Like there's no strings attached. It just goes to one of those people. So you're on this list. And when your name comes up, you just get money. You just get free money. And there's no strings attached. Like, you can have the option of, like, if you're giving, like, if you want to know who the money went to, if you're getting, if you want the person to know who you are, you have that option, or you can remain completely anonymous. Do whatever you want with the money. And just, I'm of the mindset that I'm the 80-20 mindset, that 80% of people on this planet are really good people just trying to make it through the day, and 20% of people are just crud balls. So of course 20% crud balls are going to be able to end up, they're going to spend it on things that are probably bad, but there are also going to be a lot of people that are helped with it. So anyway, that's my little pipe dream idea I've had for a long time, and I don't know if that's even ever possible, but yeah. So anyway, CJ says, who cares why he's doing it? He is doing it. Sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see that point. Totally. Lady Dragon Bane, I don't care why he chooses to help, even if it's just for the PR. People getting the help get it anyway. 100%. Totally agree. Cynthia says, okay, let's focus on the positive. Thank you to whoever is in the position of helping others. 100%. Totally. And I'm not trying to focus on the negative. I'm just pointing out a fact. That's it. Just pointing out a fact. That's it. True says, I think what he's doing is admirable. I also think we need to talk about influencers, beauty companies, and retailers pushing products and sales in these times when the recession is inevitable, not cool. And I totally see that perspective as far as, sales. Like, for example, I got an email from a company that said, it was basically the gist of it was, company places are closed right now, but we're still open, feel free to stock up or whatever. I think as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure we're only buying things that we need to be responsible with our own money. It's our money to be responsible for. But I mean, I get it, but we need to like take our own, responsibility for our own choices of what we do. But I do think it's a little bit cruddy when people are using this as an opportunity. Totally get it. Michelle says, questioning motives right now is just not necessary. I'm not questioning motives. I'm saying I don't know. And I'm stating a fact. I know all the Jeffree stans are going to hate me. I know, I get it. But see, Michelle says, why does it matter? I think it matters because it's about perspective. And I'm just offering a perspective. That's all. I'm not mad at him. This is the thing. It's like, it seems like in the beauty community especially, it's either one way or the other way. It's either good or it's bad. And we need to broaden our perspectives beyond that. Okay? Beyond the good and the bad. I'm not saying Jeffree is good. I'm not saying Jeffree is bad. I'm saying that there is a range in between. And me saying that Jeffree is benefiting from this is not me saying he's a bad person for it. I know, man. I know. It's like, let's broaden our perspective a little bit and understand that we can state facts about things without it being an attack. Right? Okay. All right. So in a second, but this is our major topic for today. So let's stay on it for a couple more minutes and then I'll take a break and we'll talk about what's on my face today and we'll move on to poppin' topics. Kate says, I appreciate you having this conversation, Jen. Thank you. Sewing Hayes, it's equally sad that big businesses are trying to get the small to sell to them, playing off of fear. I haven't seen that. But I guess it's possible. That'd be sad. Mimble Wimble Yo, good grief. Can't we just appreciate that he's doing something great for people? 100%, absolutely. Josie says, why do people have a hard time understanding that what he's doing is great for others, but also great for him? It is what it is. We're not going to talk about TP and the DID thing. I'm not giving her the air. Not giving her the breath or the energy. I'm done. Nikki says, let's just stop the hate, only love. Yeah. And at no point have I expressed any hate toward Jeffree during this live stream. I want to make sure we're clear on that. I'm just stating a fact that he benefits from it as well. It's not hate. It's just a fact. Yeah. Jessica says it's not an attack. It's just a conversation. Exactly. 100%. Okay, James says there are people that don't like him in this chat disagreeing with you. What are they disagreeing with me about? There's nothing to disagree about. It's a fact. I don't see what there is to disagree about. He's giving money, which is wonderful for people, but he also benefits from it, from the promotion and PR of it. It is a fact. There's nothing to disagree about. The only thing you could disagree about is what his motivation is, and I'm not claiming any motivation. So there's nothing to disagree about. So I'm just saying. Okay, there's some strange things happening in the chat. Okay, Mama Wilson, so disappointed in this with you, Jen. You call it a fact, but you're just being critical. You didn't have to talk about this. But it is a fact that he benefits from it. I'm sorry you're disappointed in me for stating a fact. Maybe open up your mind a bit. I didn't have to talk about it. That's true. I'm just giving a different perspective. That's all. All right, I think I'm done with this topic because this is getting a little ridiculous. All right. Yeah. Telestra says, Jen, there's no true altruistic acts. Everyone benefits from acts like this. Is true. I mean, like okay, so let me just say one more thing, and this is because this is just personal. Like when I did my Candles by Victoria collab, where I donated, I got 15%. They told me they were going to give me 15% of sales. I donated 10% to my elementary school that I used to teach at, called Baltimore Highlands Elementary School. They got 10%. I got 5%. Okay. Yes, I wanted to help those kids 100%. But at the same time, it made me feel good. It made me feel good to know that I was helping them because I have a special place in my heart for that school. So I benefited from giving to them. Emotionally, I benefited. So I got something from giving, is what I'm saying. I got something in that I gave to them. And if you dig even deeper into it, if you think about it from a completely objective point of view, it probably made me look positive by giving to them, put me in a positive light with my audience. That wasn't my motivation. That wasn't why I did it. I did it because I had a special place in my heart for the company, for the elementary school, but it still made me look good to my audience that I was giving away this money. It was like a byproduct of what I did. So that, even though that wasn't my motivation, it was still a byproduct, factually. So that's all I'm trying to say. So, all right, man. All right, moving on. What's on my face today? So on my face today, la 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 la, I have the Smoky Glow palette by Midas Cosmetics. I did purchase this. This was not sent in PR. On my eyes today, I have Vote. I have Half Pony. I have Dofa in the outer corner. That's my favorite shade in here, Dofa. I love to see shimmery dark browns. You don't really see as much shimmery dark, and it's got this cool like reddish pink shift to it. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's beautiful. I love Dofa. And then in the middle of my lid, I have Hello, and then I tried to put Nutty on the inner corner, but it's so blue it looked a little weird, so I covered it up with Basic a bit. So you might be able to see a little Nutty in my inner corner covered up with Basic. On my lips today, I have Too Faced Sex on the Peach lipstick. I love this lipstick. And then on my cheeks today, this was part of that video where I bought a bunch of stuff at Ulta. So glad I did that video when I was able to go in and shop at Ulta, because it really wasn't that long ago that I made that video. This is Ocean Girl Beach Cheeks by Sugar Rush, which is a Tarte company. And I really, really love this cream blush. And then the Madison Miller blush highlighter by Ofra, and it's in the shade Sea Shimmer. So that is what is on my face today. So let's go ahead and pop topics a bit. Okay. If you guys still want to talk about Jeffree stuff, we can. We're only 27 minutes in. But I need people that are mad at me right now to listen to what I'm saying. I need you to really listen, because I have a feeling there are people that are just upset that are not actually listening to what I'm saying. So make sure you're really, truly listening. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I think it's wonderful. All of these positive things, like whenever I make a video that includes criticism of people, or not criticism, because this isn't even criticism. It's not even criticism. Like, there's no criticism here. Zero criticism. I think it's wonderful. Okay, let's just break this down. One more thing. Lay it out. Number one, I think it's fantastic, and I mean this from my soul, that he is taking the time and his money to give to people in need. That is amazing. Not everybody with excess wealth is doing that. He thought to do it, and he did it, and I think that's amazing. Number one, that's a fact. Don't forget that I believe that in my soul. Do not forget that. I think it's amazing. Okay? Number two, his company is benefiting from the promotion of it, whether it was his intention or not. Just like I said with me personally, whether it was his intention or not, his company does benefit from it. It's not a criticism. It's not a judgment. It's not a negative toward him. It is just a fact that his company will benefit from the positive press he will get from this. That's all I'm saying. It's not a criticism. It's not me saying anything bad about him. It's just a fact that he will get positive from this. Just like most people who do something philanthropic get something positive out of it, whether it's emotional feeling or good press or whatever. All right. Marvelous says, thought we moved on. I just wanted to summarize that because I can just feel the comments. Unsubscribe! And the thing is, I don't mind if people are mad at me. I don't mind if people unsubscribe as long as it's for a reason that's real. You know? All right. Adele. Here's a topic. Do you think stores will opt to keep testers out of the stores after all this? No, I don't. Because I think that the monetary gain of having testers out beats out any risk that there was, because we've been talking about testers in stores forever, you know, crawling with bacteria and all of that. And I actually have had people reach out to me about, you know, the virus, about it being on makeup testers. And from our current knowledge, as of today, 3/20/2020, the viruses can't stay outside of a living host for a very long time. So let's say that you get sick and you have been using your makeup and you've been touching it, and then you after however many days you feel better, there shouldn't be anything on your makeup, because it can't stay alive after, I don't know exactly what they're saying as far as the number of hours, days, but it's the bacteria, I think, that stays in the testers. That's why we don't want to use any of it on our face. That's why I personally would never go into Sephora and have them do like a makeover on me, because it freaks me out, because I worry that they didn't clean the stuff enough. The only thing I would try in stores like on my face would be something that was like contained like in a pump bottle, like a foundation in a pump bottle, or I don't know, something that couldn't come out, like nobody could touch it. But like, you can't sanitize liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, things like that. You just can't. You just can't. And those are out, and people are putting it on their lips. Ooh. I mean, that's been a problem for a long time. I personally, when I go into Sephora, I don't have any problem swatching on the back of my hand. Our skin on our body is very, it's there to protect us for a reason. It's just like if I go out in the dirt and I garden and I touch, manure and all of this stuff, as long as I wash my hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I wash my hands, we're good. So if I put a tester on the back of my hand, if I swatch an eyeshadow palette, or if I swatch a lipstick or a liquid lipstick, personally, I don't have a problem with swatching on the back of my hand as long as I wash it right away. You need to wash your hands right away. But our hands are used to touching gross things, bacteria, you just have to wash your hands. You just don't want to put that stuff on your face, because then you have, these orifices that can, cause sickness, your eyes and your nose and your mouth. And when you get things in those places, it goes inside your body, and then we have a different story. So we just need to, I don't see it going anywhere as far as testers in stores. I see nothing changing, just because they do get a benefit from having those testers out. Elizabeth says something about Kristi, Raw Beauty Kristi. Something is infuriating. I did not see anything with that. I don't know. Tiffany says, on topic of testers, even 1 hour alive on a product is a place as busy as Sephora is bananas. That's very true. That's very true. Nikki says the virus can live on surfaces for more than several hours. Now several people infected touching the same tester, small period could be an issue. Yes. But right now, okay. So in this period of time, all the Sephoras and Ultas are closed. So as I was saying that, I'm not talking about currently, as far as things, right now. In the future, it just depends on how we get this under control, whether we are able to develop a vaccine, all of that. But as far as like currently, you can't even go into these stores and use testers right now. So I wasn't thinking, when I was talking a minute ago, I wasn't thinking about like right now, because it's not possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Jamie says, no retail stores are open in Pennsylvania, so testers aren't an issue. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Sincerely, LGS says, some stores have a promotion right now. Spend so much and you get a free hand sanitizer. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Robbie Kristi had a TikTok issue. I know nothing about that. I'm not on TikTok. I haven't downloaded it yet. Samantha March is kind of like making me want to, because she's creating some really cute stuff over there. So, I mean, we're just going to have to see with the tester thing as far as the viruses go. We'll have to find out whether, how we get this under control when stores are back open. But I would see that brands and companies would fight to keep them. Okay, Hyperactive Lime says COVID, I can't say it, sorry. CV transfers person to person by droplet. Droplets from your mouth or nose go from your mouth and transfer to another person into their mucous membranes. That's why you don't touch your face. Yep. That's what I've heard as well. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I did hear about this. Diane Lease, how did I do? She says now she's getting a copyright claim because someone purchased those videos and now they are entitled to the money she earned on that video. Okay, so what happened, if I got this correct, please let me know. Okay, here we go. Ashley says Beauty Kristi got a copyright claim for using a TikTok clip that a company and then bought the rights for. Yes. So I don't know what happened with that. But I did see that she was fighting that copyright claim, and I did see that she was talking to the person that created the TikTok, and that they were trying to work it out. That was the last thing that I saw. So hopefully she gets that worked out and gets the copyright claim off, because strikes are no joke. Okay. Sally says, can the testers be sanitized with alcohol? I'm not sure. Some of them can. I don't even think it necessarily would. Okay, see, I don't know 100%, but this is what I believe to be true, is that when you spray alcohol on a powder product, it can sanitize it pretty well. I believe that's how makeup artists do it, is they spray on the powder products, but I don't believe cream products can be sanitized in any way. That's why we use the ones with the pumps and things like that, or people will, with the open bottles, will use like some kind of sponge or whatever and put it on that and then apply it to the client or whatever. But as soon as once you get the liquid in, it's there. Aaron says, all the testers in stores around me have been removed. That's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, Rennie says maybe they'll replace the testers prior to be open. Well, I would hope so. Yeah, Fabian says, are we going to talk about Jeffree Star complimenting James Charles last night on Twitter? I saw that. I feel like this is a time where we all kind of need to pull together, where, try to work out differences if possible. And I think that that's nice that he's trying to work it out. It looks like he's trying to work things out with James. I think that's great. I think that's wonderful. Burger butt. So would you say it's safe to wear makeup if you're sick? I haven't touched my makeup and have a mild cold. The doc said, but I don't trust it. I don't want to risk using my makeup and brushes. If you have some kind of eye infection, or if you have some kind of bacteria, on your face, I mean, it's probably better to just stay away from any makeup while you're sick, just in general. But I mean, I can't say, if you have a cold, and I'm not a professional in that area, so I don't want to speak officially on that. But I don't know. I've used makeup when I was sick before and not had a problem. I think that it's when you have like an eye infection. Like, I know if you have like pink eye or something like that, you should throw away any makeup that you have that you used in that area. So, yeah. Mama says, I sanitize cream products with rubbing alcohol as well. It must be at least 90%. I see, but okay, so like something like this, I guess you might be able to sanitize the top layer of it, maybe. But like, or like this, I've heard of people taking lipsticks and like dunking them so that the outer layer, because the inside is still kind of protected. But like something like this, you can't sanitize this. Like, once you go like this and put on your lips, you're putting bacteria right back in. Same thing, like that's why they say throw away your mascara every 3 months, is because you're getting your eye bacteria into the tube. Same thing with liquid eyeliners. So, Burger Butt says, I thought Jeffree was very adult about the compliment to James yesterday. I thought so too. I thought that was really nice. Rain wants to know what he complimented him on. He complimented him on his makeup skills. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick, because I think I had it up. Let me see. I can probably show you real quick. Here it is. I got it. Okay. We're going to save it. And then I'm going to insert it, and I'll show you, because it was really, really nice. Okay. Image. Browse. Put it in. Open. Okay. Here it is. Yep. You look so gorgeous. James killed it per usual. So I thought that was really nice. You know, anytime we can compliment each other and be kind to each other is fantastic during this time. Okay. Hi, you coming down to hang out? I need some kind of love, because I got about half my audience mad at me right now.
They're mad at you?
Yeah, they're mad at me.
Look what I got.
Oh, hold on a minute. Did I flip it back over? I think I did.
Oh, look, she's looking away.
Oh, yeah. I don't think she likes the lights. She's been like that since she was tiny. If you've never met my puppy, Haley, she's such a good girl. She's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and she's almost a year old. She's going to be a year. Can you believe it already? She's going to be a year old in April.
She's going to be a year old in like, what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah. April 21st is her birthday.
Hello.
So, yeah. Yeah, this is my baby. And this is my husband, John, if you've never met him. Yep. What are you doing?
I'm messing with you.
Freak people out. Yeah. So. Yep.
Can we tease that we're gonna shoot a video together this week?
Oh yeah, we're filming
Maybe
a video together this week. We shouldn't tell them what it is, but we're gonna film a video together this week, and I'm excited. It's gonna be funny, I think. Yep. Hey, don't do that. You're gonna hurt people with headphones.
Can't be that loud.
Audra's not mad at me. Thank you, Audra. I love you.
People aren't mad at you.
Aw. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to bring up information on a topic. I'm just trying to talk about a topic.
So what's everybody doing?
Yeah, Gaga Love says, I'm confused. He called James a predator, and he's said he's banned from Jeffree's house, and now he's suddenly complimenting him after almost a year of not being associated with him. I don't know. I feel like anytime anybody can be kind.
I think Jeffree's just bored in his house.
Maybe he's just bored.
He's like, I need things to do. I mean, being isolated from people does things to people.
It's true.
Like when you get inside your own head, and when everybody's world changes overnight.
Yeah.
You know, which has happened to all of us in the past week, it changes the way that you view the world. It changes your perspective. And things like a beef from a year ago might just turn into an insignificant thing, you know? That's where I think it's coming from. That's a good point.
That's why I married this guy. He's way smarter than I am.
I'm not smarter than you.
But yeah, I mean, I totally agree. And I think that it brings some perspective. Especially when you were doing poorly, not poorly, but when you weren't wealthy, and then you worked and you became wealthy, and then you see people that are still struggling, and you feel that struggle, and then you think about all the insignificant crap, all the problems you've had with people, and you put it into perspective of the world right now and where we're all at, and people are dying, and it's like the beef from a year ago may not feel like it, like it's as important as it did. And I think that that's nice that, it's kind of bringing everybody to a place where we may not be so picky kind of thing, like be so
that's
over
hopeful.
Little things.
I think it'll last for like a week.
Yeah.
And then when everybody gets out of their own houses and back on the highways, and then just the road rage comes out.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, it's so easy to forget. Like, it's so easy to have a shift, but it's also so easy to backslide.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, I see that in myself, and that's why I'm observing that in the world, but it's like, it's really easy to make a shift in your head and be like, oh, like that doesn't matter anymore. This matters. This is how we should act. Mm-hmm. But then a week later to be like, wait a second, what happened to
Yeah.
that paradigm shift that I had a week ago? And now I'm raging out and,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think that's true. I think that's true. And I think probably people watching can apply that to their own lives too, as far as the different perspective changes and things. So, definitely.
But yeah, I would say best case scenario is we all hold on to a fraction of that change and bring it into like the aftermath of this event.
You would hope.
I think people will bring some of it, you know, but I think that it takes a lot to like completely change an entire world, you know?
Absolutely.
But I think that's why it's like, can I talk about evolution on your channel? That's why, like, that's why, like, how people evolve over time. It takes a long time, you know, regardless of whether you believe in evolution or not. That the religious implications aside, the evolution of a person, of a personality, of a whole life, you know, like the changes that you go through. It takes a long time to make meaningful change.
Absolutely. And maybe this is kind of pushing us that way a little bit faster, to being a little more aware of other people, being a little more thankful for what we have when we have it.
Right.
And then I wanted to read this by Christine. She says, the pandemic is making me all sappy and emotional, and that's not how I am normally. And I think that's probably why people were upset with me saying anything negative about, not even negative, about the Jeffree situation. Like, even daring to say that he's gaining anything from it is like bringing it down to a negative, you know? Like when I say that his company may gain something from it, that makes a positive act seem negative. And I can see that criticism there. You know, I can totally
I think
see
more
that.
than ever, I think people are trying to see the good in people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you say that there's anything that may not be necessarily good, it's like, no, it's a good thing. Let's just hold on to the good thing, please. Can we just hold on to the good thing, you know? So let's hold on to the good thing. Can we make a song?
I think that is that has to be a song.
Yeah.
That's
Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Right?
Street lights.
Well, there's no street light. Well, there's street lights. There's no people, though.
There's still street lights and people.
No,
We're
there's
just
no
inside.
people. Oh, okay.
People don't want to hear us sing.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna sing. She started.
Yeah,
it.
sorry. I just really like that
Yeah.
song. It's a good song. So, yeah, I mean, I totally get it.
Sorry, I totally intruded on your
No,
chat.
I love that you're here because
Somebody
you
said
know
to
what?
bring the puppy, so I was like, I'll
Yeah,
bring the puppy.
she's such a good girl. And she's such a snuggle bug. Like, I need snuggle bug, like, snuggles right now. You know?
She's a good snuggler.
Yeah, she's a very good snuggler.
She's just out
Yeah.
of frame, but she's like,
Yeah.
she's a lot to hold in this position. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. What else should we talk about? We've got 13 minutes left to chat and hang out.
Copyright.
What?
Tab thinks we're gonna get copyright because that song was so on point.
I sang it so closely to the original that I think we might get hit
We're gonna get a strike.
because I
a
was
lot.
so close to what that song really sounds like. So, Rachel wanted to know if John's tattoo shop is in Maryland. Yes, it is. But it is currently closed. So,
We are currently closed.
and we don't know when it will be reopened. We just have to kind of see how things go.
Yeah, we weren't forced to be closed, but the artist and I all sat down. We had a chat about the current state of affairs, what we could do to do our part to help prevent the spread. And also, there's just no way for us to social distance, you know, when we're this close to people all day long.
Tattooing.
We don't deal with a lot of people, but just the close proximity of how we tattoo. It's just impossible to keep distance. So we thought that it was the responsible thing to do to close down.
Yep.
And so we did.
Yep.
It's not cool though. It's not fun.
It's not good. So, I do want to update you on
Diamond Doll. I do. I have a video on what to look for in a tattoo artist.
Yes, I can put that in the video description after the video is over. But you want to go ahead.
My YouTube channel. You just search for JG3. There's some tattoo videos on there. There's some other kind of videos on there. There's not a lot on there. And I have a tendency to post and then disappear for a long time, so.
Yeah, he posted a video yesterday. He spent so much time on this video and like really worked hard on it. It's like super artsy, like mind, thinking. Like it's very him, this video he put up yesterday. JG3 on that channel, right?
Yeah.
JG3, if you want to see some visual stimulation, it's definitely visually stimulated, and it could be interpreted different ways depending on who you are. So it's a really cool video to check out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hopefully I'll be putting up some more.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I will see.
I can't tattoo right now, so I gotta make things.
Yes. And I wanted to update you guys on the indie beauty video. I was planning on spending like over $500 on indie beauty stuff, and I just decided that it's probably not a good idea for me to just spend on makeup right now. So I'm not going to do that video right now. But once he gets the studio back open, then I definitely still want to do that indie beauty video. I would love to support indie brands. If I do buy anything, I would love to buy from indie brands rather than big brands. That's going to be my choice. But I'm not, I'm trying not to spend extra on makeup right now. So, just wanted to let you know that I didn't forget about that video. When that video doesn't come up, that's why. But I do really still want to make that video. It's just, while his studio's closed, he makes way more money than I do. So, we just bought a house and we have bigger bills than we did.
We still have to pay the
4
rent
months
at the
ago.
studio.
So, yep.
We're paying the artist sick leave for the next couple weeks while we have the studio closed down. So the bills don't stop coming. We talked about ways to try to alter that video without actually having to buy the products, but then we couldn't come up with a way to put it out, that seemed genuine, because the whole point was getting the products and trying the products. Right. But we're brainstorming ideas for you guys.
Yeah. And we're probably going to end up doing a lot more basically with what I already have, and trying to make some fun content for you. My son and my daughter both want to make appearances on the channel now that we're all home.
And they're like, let's make videos.
So like, for example, Lab Muffin Beauty Science, if you don't know her channel, it's amazing. It's a great science-based skincare channel. She has, I believe it's a vitamin C serum that she tells you how to make from scratch. And as long as I can buy the ascorbic acid online, I'm thinking about, my son loves testing the pH of things. It's like a thing. I don't know. It's weird. So I was thinking maybe he could help me make this vitamin C serum and help me pH test it and stuff. I think that'd be fun. My daughter wants to do my makeup or his makeup.
J4 wants to do my makeup.
So it's going to be more of that kind of stuff.
Which we actually did that on my old channel.
You did. He was little.
That video's not up anymore though.
It's not?
I don't think so.
Aww.
I think I privated all the videos from my old channel.
Okay.
Like on my old channel.
The old channel. Gotcha.
Yeah, that was like a lifetime ago.
But yeah. So it's going to be more content like that probably on the channel, since I'm not going to be making new purchases. And we'll have to watch as far as What's Up in Makeup, what happens, because it's like our show, half of it is all about new beauty releases and things. And like, how is that going to affect the production of cosmetics? Because there isn't going to be... nothing's being produced if everything's closed.
Yeah.
And nothing can be shipped. Like, I believe Jeffree was talking about it on his Instagram story about how, he's not shipping makeup right now.
He's not?
So, no, he's not shipping any makeup right now, I don't think. I think that's what, I'd have to rewatch it just to make sure I understood that correctly, but that's what it sounded like, that he wasn't shipping any makeup.
Well, California is pretty much locked down.
Yeah,
so
right, exactly.
Since it's non-essential.
Right.
So
I think that's what he said, is it's not essential, so he can't ship anything out right now.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. But the best thing about being, YouTube being my job is that I can do this from home. So nothing has really changed a whole lot, except for that I'm not buying new products right now. So, I'm still working.
Still grinding.
I'm still grinding.
Well,
and we've
cool.
got part 3 of 21 Days of Beauty coming next Saturday. So like a shop my stash kind of thing. Yeah, maybe Elizabeth, maybe. Deborah, birthday. My birthday's both of our birthdays are in June. So yeah, mine's the 8th and his is the 19th of June. So, is it Jen's birthday? Jen Gerard, I think it's Jen Gerard's birthday.
When?
Jen Gerard says they're open. Okay, cool.
Where's Jen Gerard located at?
Jen's in California.
Oh.
So I don't know how.
How are you shipping?
Yeah, I don't know. How does that work? I want to get Jen on live right now so I can ask her questions.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could do that. Just like invite people on live, just like click a button and then have people be here on live.
Their just head pops
got
up.
it. Yeah, they just pop up. How cool would that be?
Why don't we have that technology? Well, we probably do in a way.
Yeah, I would have to send them a link and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that's interesting. So Gerard Cosmetics apparently is still shipping. And if it's Jen Gerard's birthday, happy birthday, Jen Gerard. All right, so we got about 5 minutes left to talk about whatever.
Is that your husband? No, I'm her hairdresser.
He is my hairdresser though. He's like the hair. He's makes sure that my hair is like helmeted down when I film videos, especially for What's Up in Makeup. Like if you look back before he started helping me, there was always like craziness happening up here, and he makes sure now that I don't have that.
There still is sometimes.
So, sometimes a little bit.
Her hair has just its own agenda.
Mm-hmm. It's because it's so thin that when you have thick hair, it like the flyaways kind of get weighed down by the other hair, but my hair is so thin that it like gets a little crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not worried about running out of toilet paper. We're worried about running out of hairspray. She's like, what are we going to do? We run out of hairspray.
I did say that. How sad is that? I did say that. It's true.
You have to make light of the situation.
Yeah. I did. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I did say that. Yeah. I did say that once. What if we run out of hairspray?
Yeah.
I did.
Hi.
Self-care Sam wants to know how you feel about permanent makeup.
I don't really have strong feelings about it. I'm not qualified to do permanent makeup because I haven't gone through the appropriate training, and it is a different application process than classic tattooing. But I know a lot of people who have gotten permanent makeup and who like the effects of it. I haven't really, out of all the people that I know that have it, I haven't really heard people that have had regrets about it. I'm sure that there are, especially if you get your lips permanently colored or a permanent color on your eye. I would say the biggest consideration there is just like anything that's permanent, to find the right artist to do it, to research. Don't I would highly recommend, not, I was going to say, don't go on Groupon and just get a cheap, but
that's happened before. Like people with Groupon and getting microbladed and stuff where it's come out really bad.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I hesitate to say that because it's a blanket statement, and who knows, there could be incredible permanent makeup artists out there that are putting out Groupons. So I hesitate to say that. But the point is, it's permanent. It's your face,
Yeah, don't just look for the cheapest option available.
Yeah.
Is the ghost back?
I saw it like flickering in the monitor.
Blinking a little bit.
But no, I mean, I think the permanent makeup's great for the right people. Again, I'm not super qualified to talk about it though. So.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm kind of looking at the comments and things.
Mm-hmm.
Indigo Blue Beauty says, I'm a physician. We have webinars daily. We have one at noon today. What are your webinars on? I guess just how to stay safe, hopefully, maybe. Mel said we had to cancel my daughter's birthday, and it was the first time she was excited to have one in a long time. She's on the spectrum, so gatherings aren't always easy for her. And I'm sure the change in plans is very difficult as well. I'm so sorry. Happy birthday to your daughter. I hope that she has a wonderful day, whatever you all choose to do. My daughter's birthday is coming up as well, April 6th. She'll be 12. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. She wanted me to make her a cheesecake, and I was like, I don't have cream cheese.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But somebody had asked earlier how long we've been married. We got married in 2005.
Yeah. So it'll be, it's like 14 and a half years. Well,
Yeah.
it'll be 15 years in July.
In July will be 15 years.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. What are some of them funny or random tattoos you've done?
A Groupon tattoo artist messed up my tattoo. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Funny or random tattoos? I don't know. I have a really hard time recalling those kind of stories.
Yeah.
I've done so many ridiculous tattoos though. Like, But I have a lot of ridiculous tattoos.
He does. Well, they used to have where they had like the gumball machine situation, right? No, it was like a box, and they put all these random like picture, like drawings, like just outlines of drawings of weird things in the box. And what did you charge for them? It was like $50 or something.
A lot of them we didn't even charge for. We did it when we were in early, when we were a young studio. So a lot of times we would do it just for fun on friends in our downtime. Or we would just say, like pick a number out of the box, and then you would get 3 tries, but you couldn't go back. So if you got to number 3, then you could pick one and stay, or you could pick the second one, but you couldn't go back. So you were kind of like stuck with what you picked.
It was just a fun game they would play. And of course they would never make anybody get a tattoo, but it was like just a fun game that they would play. And I'm sure they would razz someone if they decided not to get it or whatever, but
There's a lot of stupid tattoos in there. Like just ridiculous stuff. Anything from like harmless, kind of just stupid stuff. Like
you have that girl riding on a bird.
Yeah, it's like a little fairy riding on a bird. So like cutie, weird stuff like that, but then also like gross, inappropriate stuff that if you can think of something gross or inappropriate, and then to the other side of the spectrum, beautiful and incredible, I've done all of it. I've been tattooing for almost 20 years. So. And
when he's talking about gross and inappropriate, he's talking about like boy-girl stuff, gross and inappropriate. Stuff. He would never do some kinds of inappropriate tattoos. He would never do.
Sure.
So, but we're talking about like boy-girl stuff. Specifically,
boy-girl stuff.
I'm trying to make this family friendly.
Just I don't know. Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I'm clear on that he would never do certain kinds of very inappropriate tattoos.
Yeah. So I've never done anything like anything that is against my own like morals, like racist or sexist or all of the ists.
Right. Yeah, he would never do that.
Yeah.
So all right, we are at 1 hour and 1 minute. So we should probably pop off here. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, John, for popping in.
Yeah, sorry for taking
You're
over
welcome.
The last half
You're
of the
welcome
chat.
coming over anytime. It's something different to talk about. We are planning. Was it tomorrow night I was supposed to do it? I think it's tomorrow night.
What? Oh.
The extra live stream.
Spa chat.
Okay, yeah, tomorrow night. This is a surprise, and I'm going to put it up on Community Tab and stuff for people that aren't here. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to have a spa night. So I encourage you to get your sheet masks or your nail polish or your whatever and join us tomorrow night. We're going to just do a live stream and we're going to play games. It's going to just be fun. We're going to do like silly, goofy games in the chat, and we're going to just have fun. And it's going to be completely 100% controversy free. That's going to be the plan anyway, to just have fun and just hang out and do a spa night.
We should move the live stream setup to the bathroom upstairs and do like a huge bubble bath and candles.
But then I have to be naked for an hour and I don't want to do that.
But as long as you like just make the bubbles really high.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'll get all pruny.
You will. You don't like that. That's not good. But tomorrow night, if you want to come hang out with us, we're going to just do a spa night. Sure, and if you guys like it, if enough people are here, enough people want to do it, maybe we'll do it again. And we're just going to hang out and play games and have fun. And, we're all isolated at this point with whoever we're isolated with. So it'll be nice to just hang out with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're mad at me, I'm sorry, and I love you, and I'm sorry you're mad at me, and I get it, and that's good, and I still love you. So, all right, I gotta go. Mad love, and we'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
You.
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
I'll
be here.
Spa night.
Probably not spa night. I'll put a mask on you. Do like a clay mask and just. All right, I'm gonna go. All right, mad love. Peace. Bye. Oops, wrong button. End stream button.
Still live. Don't say anything stupid.